What's up, YouTube? It's Marcus again. Um, just decided to make another video. Not really doing anything. Um, we'll make this topic about passing and presenting as male and my experience in that. As far as passing goes, um, I'd say I passed pretty well. Nobody really second guesses the fact that I'm not a biological male. Even when I talk. Now, I will say, like, if I'm talking to somebody that I don't know or anything like that, then I am very conscious of my voice. Um, I will tend to talk slower and deepen my voice as much as possible. Um, and that goes pretty well. Like, again, nobody questions anything. Um, passing. I mean, I for the most part, I step into the world. People see a guy, and I'm cool. That's the whole purpose, right? I mean, I love it. It's great. I feel like I can be myself, um, but it's still always in the back of my mind. I mean, I'm not really scared, but like this anxiety about being found out, exposed, or anything like that. At times, it feels like I live two separate lives, but I don't. Um, I look the same no matter where I am, but some people know me as Marcus. Some people know me as my birth name. And um, it's been difficult, I think, to kind of merge the two. I'm not really in contact with like a lot of people from my past, so the issue hasn't come up. I don't live in the same area that I pretty much grew up in, so nobody really knows anything about my past, really. Um, Biggest issue I would say, as far as with passing and presenting as male, is at work. Um, as crazy as it sounds, I'm not out at work. No idea what people really think, and I think people choose not to address the issue. They call me by my nickname rather than my full name, which I'm cool with that because I don't like. Not that I don't like really answering to that name, um, but I haven't officially told anyone at work that I am trans. Wait, that's a lie. Um, I spoke to one of my supervisors probably last year before about it. Um, I talked to HR, but they were completely clueless. Like, they had no idea how to advise me because I asked them, point blank, which restroom do you want me to use? At work, again, since I'm not out, I use, unfortunately, the women's restroom. And most people, I mean, I've been there for a little while, um, already know me, so they're just like, oh, no big deal. But I think it was like a new girl or whatever, and I don't blame her. She was pretty shocked to see me come out of one of the stalls, and I was like, I need to at least bring it up to HR because I don't want it to be an issue. But they had no idea what to say. They basically just said, well, once you, um, transition or complete it or whatever like that, then, you know, you can use the men's room. So I was like, okay, that's what you said. So unfortunately, at work, I still use the women's room. Um, but I mean, that's really the only place that I'm called on a regular basis by my birth name. Um, I don't like it, but I have been a little bit lazy about getting my name changed, so that's really all on me. Um, A big thing that bothers me though about that is, okay, you see me, you see how I present, but you'll walk up to me like I'm, there with some other coworkers and just as a general, hey, ladies. I hate that. I hate it. Um, I mean, either don't use a pronoun. I mean, this is what I would prefer. Of course, I don't say anything about it because they don't know. I'm not out. Maybe I should just come out. The hell with it. I think it would be a lot easier for a lot of people as far as how they address me because I think that they feel a little awkward as well saying, hey, ladies, to someone that they see in a shirt and tie and has a goatee and a mustache. Um, I don't know. Maybe that's just how I think about it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's not really so much like two lives that I live. It's kind of merging the two, getting everybody on the same page that um, I prefer to be called Marcus. So that part has been interesting. Um, uh, totally lost train of thought. I have no idea what I was about to talk about. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Those are just, I mean, those are just really my thoughts on it. I have been lazy. I feel a little stagnant as far as in my transition. I think I've gotten comfortable for a long time with just being able to go out and pass close to 100%. You know, it's gotten very easy, and I've gotten lazy about a lot of the things that I need to get done, such as getting my name changed. Um, it's always awkward when I go to buy cigarettes or whatever, and I'm using my debit card, or they need to see some ID, and then they're looking at the name, and I'm like, yeah, that's me, you know. But it's very easy to just get comfortable, at least at this stage, with where I am. I have just gotten lazy. There's no other word for that. So I really need to kind of pick up the slack and get those things taken care of. I mean, as far as the most part, I just go out day to day and not really think about it. I mean, I think about it. It's in the back of my mind. Like I said, I'm always concerned about being found out, um, or a random situation. For example, all right, when I go to the barber shop or whatever, my barber knows me only as Marcus, and hey, no problems with that. I'm a dude. I'm a guy. She hooks all this up for me, makes me look great. Twist my hair. By the way, getting some pretty good hang time over here. Real excited about that. It actually blows in the wind a little bit. But I digress. I'm at the barbershop. Nobody thinks twice about anything. They just see a guy coming in to get a shape up. However, there are some guys that know me from work that, go to the same barbershop. And I'm like, please don't say anything or don't call me by my birth name or anything like that. Um, not that I'm ashamed of anything, but I'm in a barber shop and I've been for almost 6 months or so, known as just Marcus, known as a dude, known as a guy, um, and nothing else. And, that concerns me, that maybe it might come up. I don't have any problem explaining, but um, that's just kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm starting to rant and ramble at this point in time, so I'm gonna cut it short. Just my thoughts and ideas on passing and presenting as male, at least at this stage in my transition. Hope you guys are having a great day. Feel free, comment, ask questions below. Peace.